taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
I mean, obviously, next weekend. I mean, obviously, if you're not a football fan, like obviously, there's football games. The divisionals are gonna be going on, and 3 out of 4 niggas on here will be watching that shit. One will probably be looking for something to watch. But there is boxing. There is actual boxing that weekend. It's the lone card. Surprisingly, not even the Eddie card either. But it's a fight that can have some intrigue depending on how they want to perform. You got Chris Eubank Jr. who's fresh off his controversy with Conor Benn, and they're still going back and forth with that shit on Twitter and everything like that. But at least he gets another chance to actually face another former world champion who's actually been fighting pretty good lately. He's actually been getting some really good scraps for whatever reason. Why so late in his career, I don't know. In Liam Smith, it's like I said, Liam Smith has been. I mean, honestly, I can never bash that guy because he beat up Jesse Vargas the way he did.
Make Liam Smith great again.
Yes, because that was wonderful because Jesse Vargas was pissing me off with his politics, so he needed that.
Liam Smith always gives you an honest effort.
I mean,
put hands on Canelo when more than his bigger, more talented brother did.
yeah, exactly.
Gave Munguia his first gut check. yeah,
dude, beat up Anthony Fowler. Like,
yes, Anthony. I was glad he beat up Anthony Fowler. Like,
yeah, and I mean, honestly, dude hasn't legit. I mean, to me, although he did have that robbery in Russia about a year and a half ago, which he clearly won, but the Russians kind of like robbed him.
Kurbanov.
Yeah, he that was a robbery and a half, But Dude literally hasn't like legit lost since the Munguia fight. To me, like the Munguia fight. I mean, that was a hard fight too. Like most people don't realize how. I mean, I remember I was watching with my boy Jet. I think we were smoking shit like that, and it was like, God damn, Munguia and lighting each other up. Like Newcastle was really lighting us up in that fight.
So Munguia was going life and death with like the United Nations of boxing. Like every country was bringing someone to beat his ass.
Yeah. Shout out to Karma Serene. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Karma. Hope you're having a blessed day.
Salute, Karma.
Salute.
Haney is doing better at Top Rank than the Zone, but look at the circumstances for that to happen. That's what kind of really.
The Zone in America. The Zone in America has been a flop for the most part. I mean, let's just keep it real.
Yeah, it has. They didn't want to take a chance on the American stars, so.
Liam doesn't get
Canelo.
Yeah, Liam doesn't get enough. He doesn't. He's a tough guy, and like I said, he does give an honest effort. So now
good inside fighter too. He doesn't get credit for that either.
Yeah, but at least now he's facing somebody who I can't understand. Like, dude is a gym rat, and he's trained by one of the most legendary fighters of all time, in Roy Jones Jr. But for whatever fucking reason, nothing that Roy teaches Eubank Jr. is translating over. Like, I don't know what the fuck. That's the frustrating thing, because clearly dude loves boxing, he's in the gym, but he doesn't retain information, or I don't know if he's not drilled enough or what. No,
it retains. He does
a good job. I mean,
he does it against the lower competition that we give fuck all about. Remember that one card he was styling on dude, right? You talking about when he dropped him, but then his gas tank, but he dropped him like 3 times in the first half of the fight, and then just like went on cruise control and he didn't almost get stopped, but he kind of got in some deep, the water's just kind of a little deep. A few good times. Yeah,
I think
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I think Eubank's a decent fighter. He's kind of underachieved, for a son of a fighter, a pretty average career. I think his style is like, he's not athletic or gifted enough where he tries to do the Roy Jones bullshit, but he's decent enough where he can get him
Dollar Tree Roy Jones, but
it can get him. It can get him by against people he definitely. It can get him by against people he's better than, but whenever he faces guys that are not even elite, but guys that are probably better than him.
Listen, Pascal does Roy better than Eubank does Roy. So if I was gonna watch somebody imitate Roy, I'd rather watch Pascal imitate Roy.
Right,
and Pascal does it against world level comp too. Like,
Pete, hold on, that's Pete. Who'd you pick between Ben and Eubank? I mean, I don't know if
I had picked Ben, and it looked like I would have been right because we would have seen the Hulk. Like he would have looked with all Ben would have been dope to the to the gills. So I think he probably would have knocked him out. So.
Yeah. So, but at least now I think this fight is. I think it's at 150.
It's at 160. I thought it was at 160.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure it's at 160.
Yeah, so Eubank has no excuse for this fight. Like Eubank, like I said, I mean, because all the wind went out of his sails when Groves one-arm self boxed him up. Like, it was just like, what the fuck, like, dude, that was supposed to be dude's crowning. Dude was supposed to become a star in that tournament because the opening fight, he was a star. Like second fight, he was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then the Karbov shit, like he's about to do the whole PBC British thing. He got the win over DeGale that was kind of shot to pieces, and then Karbov, until Karbov's arm shoulder gets ripped out, he's getting boxed up.
He was giving Karbov that work.
No.
It was an even fight. It was an even fight. It was like 3-3.
Pilot, stop.
I watched that fight. It was like 3. It was a pretty even fight.
It wasn't.
Dog, rewatch that. Karbov was not beating him like 6-0 or something before he stopped him. It was like
was winning that fight.
Like 4-2. All right.
I mean, it went 2 rounds, but Karbov was until he ripped out his shoulder was winning that fight like clear. Like it wasn't. Like it was because how bad you have to be fighting if you can say, well, goddamn, Karbov is kind of countering him too often and shit like that. Like, that's how we would do. That's how it was. Like and then after that, dude,
like Jamal Charlo.
And then after that, dude didn't fight for like a year and a half, because of the pandemic and shit like that. And it's just like, he hasn't looked good. I mean, Liam's women's fight, he knocked him down like 4 fucking times, but it was just like, it's just seemed like dude doesn't, dude is not fighting to whatever potential he has is not fighting. But he has Liam Smith now. Like Liam Smith can't actually. To me, I think it is a 50-50 fight because Liam Smith can beat him if he has the right strategy and not get hit with any of the dude's bombs or whatever. Because Liam Smith is tough. He's a tough guy. I mean, Omi Canelo stopped him with a body shot. So what do we think? Are we thinking that Eubank Jr. will stop Liam Smith, decision him, or Liam Smith, does the same to him? What are we thinking, guys?
I think Eubank. I mean, I pick Eubank because I think he 168. He's a bigger guy, a little more stronger and athletic. I was shocked with the way Smith beat the shit out of Jesse Vargas, which. I wasn't.
I was hoping. Yeah,
I didn't expect it. I didn't expect him to fuck him up the way he did. But I didn't give him next week. I'm expecting a good fight. Like man Chris said over there.
Was more impressive though.
This card is kind of trash, so I'm hoping this fight's good.
Oh, what were you saying, LB?
No, I'm saying. Apologies, pilot.
I
was saying. The Fowler fight was more impressive because Fowler has a punch.
Right.
Liam had to eat some heat before he administered the rest of that beat down. So I felt like that was a good fight to prepare him for a guy like Eubank who could punch and he's more athletic. But I feel you coming from.
So what do you think? I mean, so for Liam Smith and Eubank Jr. So what are we thinking for prediction?
Is Roy training Eubank?
Yes.
Honestly, the Eubank that fought Saunders would beat Liam Smith.
I can see that.
This one, I don't know. This is so 50-50. I don't even like. I'll let y'all think. I'll go last because I'm still thinking about this one.
I mean, as much as I hate to say, I think Eubank could actually win this fight, and Eubank could probably stop Liam Smith like late. Like I think is it a 12? I think it's a 12 rounder.
It's 12 rounds. This might be a WBC eliminator.
Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe Eubank might stop Liam Smith in like 11 or something like that. He might stop him late, but yeah, I'm gonna pick round 11 on this.
All right.
P, what about you?
I think, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight ends in a draw. I'm gonna be completely honest. But if I have to pick, I think I would give the slight edge to Eubank, and it's not like Eubank has looked all that impressive lately, but he is the bigger guy at 160. I don't know what I don't think Liam will be as effective at once. And Liam's like, I'd be forgetting Liam's older than Eubank. Like,
yeah, he is.
He's getting up there in age, and like, he's had a good run, but like, even in his last fight when he fought the African dude was low key putting some hands on him, more hands on him than I thought he would.
Yeah, I mean, he still put him away though.
Yeah, no, until the stoppage, but like, of course, I don't think he's gonna put the Eubank away like he put away the African dude. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. He got it. I was like, okay, well, he's getting hands put on him. I think he'll be there for Eubank to try to counter on. Eubank will move around and like it's gonna be a weird fight because Eubank isn't even that great himself. Like, I think Liam would beat him in the inside. If the fight goes on the inside, I think Liam beats him there on the inside. But I felt like Eubank will do enough to just box, keep away, try to do some struggle Roy Jones moves, and it looks ugly.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an ugly fight. Like,
yep.
So,
Masterpiece sneaker ugly or just ugly?
Not quite masterpiece sneaker ugly, but yeah, no, it's just gonna be an ugly, brutal. Like, it's not gonna be a fun fight to watch. So
I don't know. I think the styles wise it can be fun because I mean they both. I mean they. I mean I'm
they got the potential, but it's more on Eubank.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying Eubank. Eubank has the potential to stink this out. So
yes, agreed.
I mean, for his career, it'll look bad if he does that against Liam Smith of all people. If he does that,
he won't look as bad if he tries it against Liam Smith because Liam Smith is going to bring it. The only way it's going to look horrible if Liam Smith finally just turns the corner and gets very old,
which he's 34, so
which is possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I didn't realize he was older than Chris Eubank. Like, sheesh, it's like 2-3 years older. But
Eubank seemed like he's been fighting forever too.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, Eubank's been around forever. I knew Eubank before I knew Liam, so I'm like, that's tripping me out. Yeah, I just think it's gonna be a 115-113 Eubank type fight, like in an ugly eye gouging fight. But I'll edge it to Eubank. But I would not be surprised if this ends in a draw.
Let me ask you this: do you think it's gonna be one of those fights where if somebody wins, people are gonna feel like the other guy won? Like, it's gonna be one of those.
I could easily see that. I could easily see people saying that Liam should have won the fight because Eubank he's gonna struggle in spurts. Then he's gonna do his nice little boxing counter punching, then move. But it's a struggle movement. It's, oh my god! Like, I don't like watching Eubank fight. Like,
if he bring that firepower from the fucking
Yildirim
fight, then I have no problem picking Eubank.
Yeah, but that version
seemed so long ago, right?
No, bro, that version of Eubank comes around as often as Halley's Comet. Like,
or as often as Gary Russell fights.
Hey, man, slow down on the,
hey, nigga, I ain't Meek Mill, chill. Like, hold on. This nigga fine. Yo, why everybody laugh? And then there was a pause, like a silence, and then this nigga just got it and was like, "Oh yeah."
I couldn't mute myself.
Yeah, but yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna go Eubank by majority decision because I think one of the scorecards is gonna be a draw. So yeah.
This nigga said.
Well, Pete didn't say draw at first, but I remember Pete back in the day said you can't pick a draw, so I salute him for at least picking.
Nigga, you can pick a draw. What the fuck?
No, he's saying it's a cop out. No, I remember Pete said it was a cop out before. predicting a draw.
Dude, just the same website that brought you the draw is the new robbery. Like,
right?
Yeah.
A draw would never be a cop out with these non-scoring motherfuckers. Oh man, but nah, King P I think probably got the most accurate description of this fight though. I feel like Eubank's name and him just doing just enough will guarantee him his hand raised.
Yeah.
So you might get like a draw or Liam Smith 115-113 type of fight, and Eubank wins.
Well, because you know that Ben fight's still in play, even though with all the
I don't want to hear about Ben anytime soon. Sorry, please. Let's not.
Yeah, but it's still in. Dude, you know how Hearn
wants that. Hearn wants that fight's still a moneymaker. You know,
more than anybody, Hearn is one of those guys who's just gonna force a fight on you. Like, look, I know you guys don't want it. Fuck it, I want it.
And you're gonna get it. And you're gonna get it.
This dude doesn't even have a license, but I'm sure that those tests will go the way of Dillian White's B samples. So
it'll all shake out.
But that's how the game is, and Eubank brings more to that. So it's like just like I was saying with the Rolly Puello. If Rolly performs, that's why I said Pat Money ain't guaranteed flying away type shit.
No, exactly. Whenever he said that, I'm like, you know, Rolly kind of got
Rolly
that.
got a shot. That's damn near a 50-50 fight.
Rolly's the A-side in that fight, you know? And, you know, A-sides get love.
Exactly. Like, unfortunately, like, so a part of me feels like Liam Smith has one more good performance and he's just going to go in there and does what he do and stay on Eubank and just put hands on him and never let Eubank breathe. And, you know, we get like a 116-112 fight, but, you know, and Smith wins. But another part of me feels like this could be an ugly back and forth type of fight where neither guy can really get a good control and it's just a draw and they give it to Eubank.
Well, I'm hoping, like I said, because I know Liam Smith, has been trying his damnedest to get into all these type of wars lately. So I'm hoping that, dude has his mind right. It's like, yeah, I need to do this because I want to get this final title shot. And honestly, if Liam Smith wins, give him a fucking middleweight title shot against somebody, Triple G, Charlo, whoever, Janabek, who he can probably beat. It's like somebody, if he beats Eubank. Give him that shot. Yeah,
I'm still torn on who to pick on this motherfucker.
He does deserve a title shot if he wins, yeah, because he's kind of been through the ringer. He deserves a chance.
Low key, he's done enough for a title shot. You can't tell me he hasn't. Without what the fuck has Eubank done? Like,
hey, I did mention the top 10 middleweights between Ammo. Is this the top 10 middleweight fight right here? Technically, it is, right?
For middleweight, it is.
Yeah, for middleweight.
Yeah, the bar is set pretty low, my friend.
It's on the ground. The bar ain't take off yet.
But like I said, it's one of those fights where, personally, I actually think it might turn into something, But like P said,
you know what? I'ma just call it the draw. Fuck it, because I think these motherfuckers will. It's one of those fights I think that you could still extend both their careers if it's competitive enough. Both got a name, and you can still make big fights with both of them. So I'm gonna just go a little step further than the majority decision. But if it's not a draw, I wouldn't be surprised if Eubank wins a close, ugly fight where niggas thought he should have lost.
Right.
He win by KO will be the most surprising because I don't think he's gonna damn put the effort behind to get a KO.
But if it happens, great.
Yeah, dude, boxing needs it. Like, geez,
yeah.
Like we need like a great boxing performance. Like so far we haven't got that in 2023. Like everything has been like anticlimactic or
I mean, we're only 3 weeks in though.
Nigga, bullshit. That's the dude. Look, man. Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell had us going nuts, nigga.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because
fuck, even Ortiz, Charles Martin had us kind of like, oh shit, like what the fuck has this year done? Like, dude, remember I could go back, bro. Look, even Caleb Plant, Ukateki had us like, oh shit. Fucking Badu Jack, goddamn Marcus Brown, nigga, like
yeah. Well, that was a rare year that every fight that month was just like on some.
That whole January was lit. Like, dude, I'm sorry if I'm spoiled. Shit, like this been the most piss poor January Ring Gang has done since Ring Gang been alive. Like, I mean, we've been doing it. Yeah, think about it.
Well, I mean, at least next week we have Better Beaven Yard, which should really be like, I mean, that should actually be. That's going to.
Yeah, I'm low key looking forward to that. Yeah,
that one's going to be a brutal fade though. But some fights guys set it off. You know, I mean, hey, I mean that's why I'm having faith that at least Eubank and Smith can actually do it.
They hit each other enough.
Yeah, they do. You know, and then as someone mentioned, Chris Ben mentioned, Joseph Parker is actually making a comeback on this card, and that one might be an upset in the making because I don't know if Parker kind of recovered from that Joe Jones beating that quickly. Like that shit was in October. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's nice that he's coming back though, but that might be a mistake.
Yeah, I would thought he would have came back around like March, April.
Yeah.
Get like a whole. It hasn't even been 6 months.
Not even. It's like 2 or 3. It's like, you know, yeah. Like, I mean, and Parker got the shit being out of him. Like, I don't think that's a really good idea.
We was talking how that was an underrated fight. Like, you know, good knockout too. Like, yeah, Juggernaut ain't no joke.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what Parker has left after that Joe Joyce beating. But yeah, I don't think it's that's too much of that's a quick turnaround. That's too quick. You know,
yeah, but that damn Charlo injury was unfortunate because Zoo and Charlo would have been great.
That would have been flames. God damn.
Yeah, you know, let's say, you know, they can't stay healthy. You know, Zoo, you know, wasn't healthy, and then Charlo unfortunately wasn't healthy. Yeah, it was rather unfortunate because, like I said, that I mean, that was a very anticipated fight. Yeah. You know, it's gonna be an anticipated spring fight then.
Well, we have another 154 fight to look up to, right? Spence versus Thurman.
Yeah, nah.
That hasn't been official yet, is it?
Hasn't been officially announced.
No. Thurman said nothing's been signed yet.
Yeah, of course not. I would say yeah. If it's not official, if like, you know, Zoo and Charlo was official. This one, Spence and Thurman, I like.
Yeah, they allude to it. We allude to it. That's all we could do. You know.
Well, I mean, it's been alluded, but it's been kind of quote unquote confirmed. But they got to put the belts on the line.
Shit like is like that.
Yeah,
now,
no. I, until somebody other than Cappinger reports this, then I'm just gonna say. It's
like, you know, our friend Jake Donovan needs to.
Yeah, Jake Donovan definitely.
Jake
somebody more certified, you know, better track record for breaking news.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie, Cappinger is probably worse than Dad Raphael. Fat Dad.
It's like night and day. Like,
well, because he's on the he was your ESPN guy for years, right? Fat Dad.
Yeah. So I mean, Dan does his own thing. Now Mike is just. It's not saying. I mean, Mike does get the scoops sometimes, but he don't.
Sometimes, if you're
like maybe like 2 for 10.
If you're the ESPN boxing guy, you should, like, at least Dan Raphael 9 out of 10 times it would be actually happening. How many backtracks we get from fucking Cappinger?
Dan Raphael, you get like one backtrack out of like 10 or 20. You know. Fucking Cappinger is like you get a backtrack like for 1 out of like
every 3.
Yeah, like literally.
If it ain't ESPN, what I'm to if it's not top rank themselves, it'd be like.
Because I'm thinking like, you know, if you behind the machine behind you, I'm thinking like, damn, okay, you gonna be more righteous with your shit, like you be on more on point, but like. You got regular random niggas give better news than him.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a goddamn shame. That's
fucking janitor will break some news before he do.
Yeah.
Like real shit, motherfucker be like, oh yeah, you know, Wilder fighting Jabba on the pay-per-view. They're just like, oh word? Yeah, I heard it. Y'all just mopped the locker room, nigga. Then Tappinger hears something else. And he's like, oh, we're getting Wilder versus Joshua. You know what I mean? And then someone in a Twitter space come tell you how the janitor told them, and then you get a contract, and then you start seeing promo, and like, nah, man, like, fuck all that.
Oh shit. But yeah, just to